Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Geraldi and I make videos all about productivity, goal setting, and mindset hacks. So if that's your type of jam, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So today I'm going to be talking about the one tool that has transformed my life. Ever wondered how you can effectively measure your progress and ensure success towards your goals? Here's the thing about tracking your progress, okay? It's such a vital task to do when it comes to ensuring your success in your goals, because you need to make sure that whatever habit you're having or whatever tactic, whatever action you're taking on a daily basis is aligned to achieving your goals, and not only align, but it's actually helping you achieve your goal. So for example, for me, I was consistently going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, which is a good thing. You know, you would expect me to be making so much progress and losing weight and feeling healthy and feeling more fit, but I was doing that consistently for a whole month, going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, strength training, cardio, you name it, doing the same thing every single week, same muscle group. Somehow I still wasn't seeing the progress that I wanted with how much input I was putting. So I was wasting all of this time just doing the same thing over and over again, but just not tracking my progress. I would weigh myself almost on a weekly basis, but I would just see the number keep going up. And so I kept telling myself, maybe it's me gaining muscle, maybe it's X, Y, or Z, right? Until I was like, this is way too much. Like, I'm gaining too much and not losing enough. I feel worse about myself because I'm putting so much work into making sure that I'm trying to accomplish the goal of losing weight, and there is no result, there's no progress, the needle isn't moving, even though I'm putting in so much work at the gym. Until I figured out that it was my eating habits. I was having I was tracking my calories just in a mental note. I was thinking, oh yeah, this looks about 400-300 calories, so therefore I'm staying within my means of my calories, when in reality I was actually eating 300 to 400 more than what I thought I was. So that's where I found myself that I had wasted all that time instead of tracking my progress within my weight, not only my weight, but tracking my progress when it came to my eating, because we all know that your eating is a huge part in making sure that you're losing weight. So if you're consistently doing something every single week and you're not seeing the progress, then there's something that you need to do. There's something that you're doing now that is actually inhibiting you from being able to accomplish that goal. There's something that's stopping you, and an obstacle that you need to switch. You need to just tweak a little bit in order to accomplish that goal. For me, it was my eating habits. It was ensuring that I was staying within my calories. So what I did is I downloaded my fitness app, and then now I'm tracking my calories. I'm actually physically writing them down, and I'm watching the number go up. Instead of just taking mental notes throughout the day, I'm actually inputting them into an app, so that I don't have to have the mental load of keeping track something else's, and I can just check it to see how many calories I have for the rest of the day, and then that's how I'm keeping track. So now this week I ended up losing a pound, so finally my hard work is coming to fruition. So keeping track of your progress is such an important part of your it's such an important part when it comes to goal setting. So how do we keep track of your progress? How do you do that? So these are the 3 things that I started to implement into my strategies of goal setting, so that I can consistently be progressing in my goals. So number 1 thing is to start by what is working and what isn't. You need to just write down your habits. Whatever that goal is, write the goal at the top, right? Let's say, again, it's for me is working out, right? And the habits that I'm doing is I'm going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I'm taking mental notes of tracking my progress. What was my other habits? Oh, I have them here in my journal. Was keeping track of my weight loss. I wasn't really doing that consistently, but I was checking my progress on my weight loss, and then eliminating eating out. So keeping track of those things by doing it daily. So I figured out again that me taking mental note was not working. So what did I do? Start doing more of what is working. What was working was me going to the gym, and B, making more meals at home. That was that was working as well. What wasn't working was me maintaining my own calories. Also, me keeping track of my weight loss was actually not working as well. Me not consistently checking my progress was not working. So now I know it's unhealthy, but for me it's working a lot, is me tracking my weight loss on a daily basis. On a daily, because it's funny, I saw this Instagram story where it was like a fitness guru. Her name is Layla. I don't know if you guys, she's an amazing YouTuber here on YouTube. Her name is Layla Hirose. Yeah, Hirose, I think that's her last name. But anyway, she posted on an Instagram story, and someone had sent her, because she was doing a Q&A, so someone sent her a question saying, I'm having a really hard time with food. How do I keep tracking progress for my long-term goal? And she says, do one thing, weigh yourself every day. And I'm like, that's such a logical thing to do. If you have so much trouble eating food, then the number on the scale is not gonna make you want to eat more, it's gonna make you want to eat less. So I was like, that's the problem that I have. I get bored, and so all I want to do is eat. And so now that I'm tracking my progress every single day, I'm like, oh shit. I mean, I'm like, oh no, I'm not keeping that number on that scale. I'm going down. So I actually eliminated the amount of food that I'm actually intaking because I am weighing myself every single day. But again, it's not for everybody. I know there's some illnesses that that could come about from weighing yourself every single day. I'm taking mental note of that if it becomes too much of an obsession, more than a motivation, then I will switch it. But as of right now, it's more of a motivation than an obsession. So it's not stopping me from eating my calories, it's just stopping me from eating more than what I need to. So that's, yeah. So anyways, back to the strategy that I'm using. Do more of what's working. So more of what's working is me tracking my daily weight, tracking my progress through that app, and going to the gym consistently. And now I'm going 4 to 5 times a week. Instead of 3 to 4, I'm going 4 to 5 times a week because that makes me feel a lot more better. But yeah, going to the gym, everything else stayed the same but those two, because I was reviewing them on a weekly basis, just watching me not progress in the time that I wanted. So I reviewed my tactics that I made when I did my video, which is here's how I'm going to accomplish my goals in 3 months using the 12-year strategy. I created my tactics, so as I was implementing those tactics, I learned what wasn't working. So I started doing less of that and doing more of what is working. So start there. If it's getting too complicated, just start there. Start what's working. What are you doing consistently? What's a habit that you know is actually going to help you? So if you're, let's say, trying to study, and let's say your goal is to get straight A's for school, and the one thing that you're doing consistently is going to the, let's say it's going to the library every Friday, keep doing that. Keep going to the library every Friday. And let's say what's not working is Monday through Thursday, after school, you spend time talking to your friend instead of going to the library. So instead of talking to your friend after class Monday through Thursday, be like, hey, I'm really busy, I need to go study, and go straight to the library, so that you can consistently do that more often, so that you can study and get good grades for school. So just do more of what's working and do less of what isn't working, which is such a simple thing to do, but it's such a complicated process because you're really having to sit there and analyze yourself, and we can be so critical. But if you just tell yourself that this is gonna make things better, not worse, then it shouldn't be that bad. Okay, number 2 strategy that I started to implement is create an action plan based on what's currently working. So when I initially created my action plan, this was back in April. No, we are in April. This was back in March, the beginning of March. I created my action plan based on what I thought was going to work. That didn't work. So now I'm creating a new action plan based on what's currently working. So I'm switching things up. Again, when I first started my weight loss goal, I thought tracking my progress weekly, tracking my weight loss weekly was going to work. I thought taking mental notes of tracking my calories was going to work. And then I found out those didn't. So now I'm creating a new action plan. I'm not changing the entire plan, just changing it to what's currently working. What action did I implement that I see is currently working right now, so that by the end of May, I can see a lot more progress with my weight. So again, now it's tracking my calories on a daily basis, it's going to the gym more often, and tracking my weight loss daily. So start with what's currently working and create an action plan based on what's currently working, and just continue doing more of that. That's literally the only thing that's the one tool that's helping me a lot, is just figure out what isn't working, figure out what is working, do more of that and do less of that. It's really that simple. Okay, so if you guys are liking this type of video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so I can know to make more videos like this. So let's get on to the last tip of the day. The last tip is to allow your plan enough time to see the results, to see if it's generating any results. So I waited about a month before I reviewed my goals, and or not even a month, I gave myself kind of 2 weeks of me seeing myself consistently do the same things every single week, and I figured out that something just wasn't working, something wasn't clicking, I didn't see much progress. So I thought to myself, okay, I gave it enough time, I gave it 2 weeks where I just really didn't see a lot of progress. In fact, I see myself going the opposite way, even though I'm putting in so much work. I know my action plan isn't working. What I thought was gonna work didn't end up working. So I told myself, I gave myself enough time, let's switch things up. And so now I'm giving my new tactics enough time to see if it's still continuing to work. If not, I'm going to switch things up. Again, another example of me doing the same tactic is with my YouTube channel. So one thing I noticed with my thumbnails, I really love to test with my thumbnails and test with my videos and see what's working and what's not working, because I want to create better content for you guys, better quality content, and things that are more absorbable and more valuable to you guys. So one thing I started to do to see if I can generate more viewerships is my thumbnails and my titles. So I noticed that if it's a picture of me and let's say words on top of my picture, I noticed that gets lower viewership than if I were to just pick a random picture from Pinterest, blur the picture, and then put a really captivating caption on my thumbnail that really just pops. The colors just pop, everything just pop. And I see that gets a lot more higher viewership than if it's a picture of me with just some words on the screen. And so I test to see what's working, and then I continue to do that. So now I'm consistently doing kind of the same strategy over and over again, and I'm seeing that I'm getting more subscribers, not by a lot, but I'm seeing subscriber counts going up, and then I also see my viewership going up, which is really helpful because I really want to get to 3,000 watch hours, and in order to do that I need to get more viewers. So me being able to switch that up, seeing that progress, seeing those low views and those high views, I'm like, okay, what's not working with my low viewership videos and what is working with my low viewership, my higher viewership videos, so that I can do less of what's not working on my lower ones and do more of what is working on my higher ones, so that when my next video comes out, I can just implement those same tips the same feedback that I'm getting from my YouTube channel, the same feedback that I'm getting from my viewership, I can implement into the next video so that I can get even more views and more views. It's basically just me trying to be better than the video that I was before. It's always going to be 1% better. I'm not trying to shoot for the sky because I'm not there yet. I'm slowly pacing myself in my niche that I'm creating, the community that I'm creating. So I'm creating a plan for my YouTube videos and allowing enough time to see what is working. So when I first put out a YouTube thumbnail, I allow it enough time on the YouTube algorithm to see what kind of views it's getting. If I see that it's not getting the amount of views that I would expect for it to get, I switch it up, I change it. And I give it maybe about half of the day, because I always post my videos at every Mondays and Wednesdays. For those of you guys who don't know, I post every Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Pacific time. So once that video goes live, I give it about half a day. If I don't see a lot of views on that video, then I switch the thumbnail to something else that may be gravitating, and then I wait about a day, because from there, from me switching it, it's not going to automatically happen. I know I need to give it enough time for the algorithm to pick it up. And so if I see by the next day that it's getting a lot more views, then I'm like, okay, that's working, and I just leave it at that. I don't switch it anymore. So it's constantly testing to see and giving my plan enough time to see if it is going to work out the way that I want to, or if I need to switch things up. I don't look as me just posting my thumbnails as like one all be all, because if I looked at that and then it didn't work out, I'll beat myself up for it and tell myself, oh yeah, like I'm not good enough, I'll give up, I wouldn't want to continue doing YouTube. I look at that small failure, because it is a failure. You thought something was going to work out and it didn't. So it's a small failure, and I don't look at that as a way to give up. I think of it as like, okay, a new strategy. What else can I do to ensure that I'm going to succeed? So don't look at your small little failures. Let's say for example, you wanted to go to the gym today, and somehow, some way, that just didn't end up happening. And so what can you do instead of going to the gym? Let's say your tire got a flat, and so you can't get to the gym because you have a flat tire. So instead of going to the gym, maybe you can go on a 30-minute brisk walk. It doesn't have to be the end of the day. It doesn't have to be the end of your goals, like the universe is out to get you and you're not meant to get this goal. It's like you have to pull it back and think, okay, this didn't work out. What else can I do to replace that? What else can, because you want to ensure success. You want to ensure that you're going to accomplish what you had set out for the day to do. And so if you're going to ensure that you're going to get it done no matter what failure is happening, you're just going to figure out a different way to get to that goal. So for me, I thought, oh yeah, what me posting a picture of myself is going to become, is going to be better because people are going to feel more familiar than me just posting a random picture of Pinterest when it's like reality. No, it's the complete opposite. People like my other types of thumbnails rather than seeing a picture of an unfamiliar face. They feel more inclined to click on that picture than on, I guess, on me. And I don't take it offensively. It's more of like, whatever it takes to get to my goal is how I'm going to do it. So so for you, it's the same thing. Whatever it takes to get to your goal, you're just going to do it. If it didn't happen going to the gym today, maybe you can go for a walk. Maybe you can put a YouTube video on the TV and do a yoga session at home for 30 minutes. Like, you can figure out different ways on how you can ensure you're going to accomplish that for the day, even if it doesn't mean it's not what you planned. Because at the end of the day, it's making sure that you're making some sort of progress towards your goal. And it doesn't have to be exactly what you set out, because as this video is about, it's about the fact that plans can change. Things don't work out. Things are not the way that you set out to be. So what can you implement? What can you switch? What can you change in order to ensure you're going to make progress? Because that's the important part. It's making progress, and how you're going to ensure that you're making progress towards the correct goal. Because I can make progress in gaining weight, and by doing that is eating more. But that's not the goal that I want. The goal is to lose weight, so I can ensure progress in the goal that I set out to. So ensure that I'm going to lose weight by eating less so that I can become confident in the skin that I'm in. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldie Silva. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Mwah.